As we get set for the American Hockey League's Western Conference Finals, we stand outside the SAP Center, also known as the Shark Tank, and are reminded not so much of a history between the Grand Rapids Griffins and the San Jose Barracuda. After all, they played only one time here in 2 years, but we are reminded of some epic battles between these two teams' parent clubs. The Detroit Red Wings had their hands full in 5 Stanley Cup playoff series against the San Jose Sharks over a 17-year span. And who can forget the Sharks' stunning upset in 1994 when Jamie Baker scored on a Chris Osgood giveaway late in the third period to win the 7th and decisive game at the Joe in the first ever playoff meeting between the two. The Wings would win the next 2 series, but the Sharks are limited to Detroit in both 2010 and 2011. Well, now it's time for the AHL affiliates to make some history. Game day preview comes your way from the Silicon Valley, San Jose, California. Michigan First Credit Union presents Game 1 of this best of 7, the Griffins and the Barracuda. Hi, everybody. Bob Kaiser coming your way from sunny and warm San Jose. And we're enjoying the palm trees and this great weather, but let's head on inside the Shark Tank and take a closer look at this matchup. Well, this promises to be a wonderful matchup of 2 terrific teams, both of whom have not played a game since last Saturday. And for the Griffins, they've only played 1 game in the last 12 days.
Yeah, we're obviously ready to go. We were well rested. I think we needed the time. It was a tough series, the last one, a few bumps and bruises, so those guys had the time to heal, and hopefully we'll be ready.
Yeah, I think we've played 1 game in the last 12 or 14 days, so I think it's going to be important that we get our legs under us in the first couple of shifts. First 10 minutes, we're going to want to get a hit or a shot and get involved in the game in some form. And I think if we do that, we kind of ride out the rest of the period, and hopefully we can knock some of the rust off.
Well, both these teams come off playoff series where there was great familiarity with their opponent. For the Griffins, of course, they played Milwaukee 12 times in the regular season, and then Chicago, who they had met on 10 occasions during the regular season. Now suddenly you're up against a team you saw only twice during the regular season. So there is no doubt that changes things a little bit in terms of preparation, and it is, trust me, it's extensive.
Well, we saw them a little bit later in the season, which is beneficial in regard to prepping for them in playoffs here. But only seeing them twice here, it's going back to just watching a ton of video. So on video, they're a fun team to watch. I mean, they're a young, enthusiastic team, but that being said, they make some young, enthusiastic mistakes too, so we have to exploit them on that, and we just have to be ready to go and play our game.
And what about that 3-hour time change? The Griffins haven't fared well in the regular season here in the state of California. 9 games in various cities. They've gone 2-5-0-2. However, remember back in 2014 in the Calder Cup playoffs in the Pacific time zone up in Abbotsford, British Columbia, the Griffins took out the Heat, winning both games in Abbotsford. So maybe the 3-hour time difference is a little bit overplayed.
Yeah, I think there's zero correlation with that. We're in the playoffs. This is the first time we're facing a California team, and that's the reason why we came a couple days early to get acclimated. So the start time tonight helps us out as well. It's a 6 o'clock start out here, so I think the guys will be ready to go.
Well, it is playoff time. The coaches, they don't really release a whole lot of information. I think we're safe to tell you, though, that it'll be Jared Coro between the Pints of Grand Rapids and likely Troy Grosnick, who's played all 10 games for the Barracuda in this postseason. The Griffins are healthy. The Barracuda have a couple of guys that are banged up that may not be able to go here tonight. That's about all the information we can tell you. Join us tonight during the radio broadcast, and we'll give you a lot more, plus the play-by-play. Game 1 of the best of 7 Western Conference Finals comes your way at 8:35 on ESPN 961 for pregame coverage. And also don't forget Downtown Pepinos. And throughout this series, we'll be hosting watch parties for all the road games, 9 o'clock tonight, again at the Downtown Pepinos, drink and food specials for you great Griffins fans. We hope you enjoy tonight's game. Game 2 right back at it tomorrow at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, 7:35 for the broadcast. Enjoy it tonight, everybody. That's been our game day preview presented by Michigan First Credit Union. I'm Bob Kaiser from San Jose.